Anyway, so it was a horrible job, but thank God it ended up in success.
Mm-hmm. To little successes.
To little successes.
We got a leak here. We found a leak in the port berth roof. The gasket above our bed is pretty much shot, so we have drips that hit us while we sleep. This little port light leaks just a few drops here and there when it's pouring down rain, and it goes over my microwave. Oh. The sun was out just 5 minutes ago. When you gotta go to town, you gotta go to town. A little windy. It's cold right now. I haven't been cold in so long. The wind and the rain and being all wet. It was a pretty rough week, and we have not given up. Thank you to everyone for the encouraging comments after last week's video, especially Stan and Susan, Michael, Leanne and Tosto, Neil, Matt, Tony, Neo. Your comments meant the world to us. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see if it starts up this time. Beautiful. Thank God. All right, babe.
I just want to quit right now because we successfully started the engine.
I know. These headsets are called Marriage Savers, and I think they really work. You can actually have conversations with your husband at the anchor. Okay, neutral. Starboard. Good, okay. Gotta love this bow thruster. After 3 or 4 days of stormy weather, we finally have our first beautiful day of sunshine and decided to take Blue Pearl out for a spin. While we're out, we got some fuel at the dock.
The diesel is 25.89 pesos per liter. We're going to put 100 gallons over here and 200 gallons over here. That's 300 total. 300 times.
So that we can kind of even out our weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you going to tell me? Okay, I'll turn it off when you say. Okay.
It's a little sketchy getting in here, but we made it. We got us all protected here in case of a diesel leak. That was fun, huh?
Yeah.
We just spent, how much money did we spend on fuel?
1,600 and something.
Okay, and we have how many gallons?
We bought 300 gallons of diesel.
300 gallons of diesel. I think we should be good for a little while. I hope.
Our tanks, I think our tanks are 350 to 400 gallons each. But I just felt like we don't know a whole lot about the starboard tank. We don't know how long it's been out of use, and so maybe there's condensation in there, so we might, just because I only put 100 gallons in the starboard tank and 200 gallons in the port tank, because the port tank is what we've been using so far. And hopefully everything's cool, and I'll have more confidence in the starboard tank since we know nothing about it. An empty tank will get condensation in it, and so you'll have water in your fuel, which is a big time no-no on a diesel. So
anyway, we did it. Oh, you got a catamaran coming up. Okay, we did it. Our first docking all on our own.
Yeah, had one guy at the dock, semi helping us, with a perplexed look on his face, because practically the first time this is a big boat. There's 72 feet of it, you know. So
that was the first time. That was our first docking, when it was just you and me on this boat. The very first time, and we didn't scratch anything. We didn't run into anything.
No boo-boos.
It was a little hairy, but we got through it.
We even tried a little tiny two-step stool ladder on the dock, which is a long reach. I mean, if we had another step ladder with a third step, we'd be set, and that'd be really handy to have. So yeah, most expensive fill-up ever.
Ever. And we're not even full.
Not what we can really tell, because we don't have a gas gauge.
Who needs a gas gauge?
We have
wing it.
A stick.
Think they'll wave back if I wave? I'll try it. They do. How cool. Nice. We couldn't find our little girl anywhere while we were setting anchor, and then we found her. Chilling out on the dinghy while it's in its davits. I guess that makes her happy.
This mojito is not as good as mine, but it's awfully good.
Es la boa. Es la boa.
So what do you got going on in here?
Well, I got a macerator pump out in a full tank. So,
And the only toilet that's working? That's nice. Oh wow, it smells bad in here. Need your vice grips? Oh, not for my Hercules. So that's the bad pump, huh? Macerator pump?
Yep. This chews up and everything else that's in there and pumps it out into the ocean when necessary.
All I can say is I'm really glad that I wasn't the one begging for a boat. Because otherwise I might feel bad right now and volunteer to help. I don't feel bad. I mean, I do feel bad, but not enough to volunteer to help.
So I replaced the pump and with another macerator pump that I had, and I pumped it out and it worked good. But I learned during that process that the vent pipe was completely clogged, and so I started to cave in the sides of the holding tank. So I could tell that it wasn't being backfed with air, so that might be, and probably is, why the first pump didn't work. And so probably I don't need to have that repaired. I'll just bench test it and check it out. It'll probably be fine. The tanks are, what would we say, 23-gallon tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And we heard they were 10 gallons each, which seemed incredibly small when we bought the boat. But I just measured the volume. If my math is right, they're 23 gallons apiece. We have 2 of them.
Excellent. Okay.
Anyway, so it was a horrible job, but thank God it ended up in success.
Mm-hmm. To little successes.
To little successes.
And the farmer's market this morning. It's a Tuesday morning.
Let's go, they're stopping for us.
Okay. We haven't been here in a while. We're looking forward to getting some fresh produce. Farmers market has the best eggs in town that I have ever found.
So we dinghied over. Took about 4 minutes. And I have wet feet. But she's nice and dry though.
Yes.
She's made it so dry. And I'm wet.
This is our favorite produce guy. All this fresh from his farm. This is our favorite treat at the farmer's market. Some sort of a cherry turnover. And they are divine. Right?
Yeah.
Delicious.
It's yum-alicious.
Got what we came for. Best eggs in town. And loads of fresh produce.
So there's the mini pearl. And there's the blue pearl out there, straight ahead towards the apartment complexes out there. So,
she's without her chaps today. We had to have chaps redone. They were a little baggy.
on the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends.
I can't wait to
Get on the road again. Oh my gosh, that's a filter?
Yep.
Out of, wow. Oh yeah, I didn't see the quarter and the screw. Hopefully is why this machine hasn't been working for us. Good job, honey.
The rest is yours.
Oh no, I'm making dinner.
No, no.
Yeah.
No, it's your washing machine.
Sorry, I'm making dinner.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so every time we turn the generator on, we then flip our switch over here, which gives us main power to the board, and we turn our ice makers on, refrigerators, all that kind of good stuff. And when we're done running the generator and we've charged our batteries efficiently, we turn this off, then we turn the generator off. And always we get a fault code on our inverter, who I guess tries to overcompensate for the fact that the generator is no longer running because we still have the breakers on for the refrigerator and so on. And we just turn that quickly, inverter on, off, and the code is gone. Well, last night we turned the generator off, and now we're getting a FET overload because I guess the sensors have gotten too hot. It got to 150 degrees, it said, and it shuts itself off. I guess from now on we're going to have to turn all of our breakers off and then the main switch before we touch the generator stop button, because this inverter tries to turn on every time. And we're looking it up on how to reset it. It's down to 91 degrees this morning, which nowhere can we find on the internet does it say what the temperature is supposed to be. It just says to let it cool down and then press the inverter button on off here for 15 seconds to reset it, which we've done 50 times and it doesn't do anything. So the next thing is a hard restart, which is in the inverter itself. We have to shut the power off, and guess where that inverter is? Not in one of the berths that doesn't have anything, but in the berth that is loaded with so much stuff that we haven't gotten to yet. So we get to unpack this room so we can get to the inverter.
Here's the magnum. Okay, here's a switch here. Presumably goes to the inverter since that's what it says. And looks like a nice switch. I'm going to turn it off. Here,
Okay,
so
let's
hopefully the
check.
lights are dead on
Okay, lights are dead on the remote, so let's leave it off for a little while.
There's a couple batteries here. I didn't know were here.
Really?
Batteries, temperature sensor right here. Here, this might be the temperature sensor through. I don't know what. It's another one. This is the temperature sensor like we had on the RV right there.
It goes right here.
And they both go.
Goes to right here. Goes to the inverter.
This yellow one, where's it head?
Oh, ouch. There you go.
Okay, so not even being used.
Not being used.
I'm gonna turn this back on.
So I'm gonna go out there and, okay, Lord, please let this work. Okay. Oh no, I think it still has a fault. Hold on, it's still reading things. No, I think we're good. Wait. Oh, it says it's inverting. Why is it inverting?
Well,
Off.
so that's
Okay.
a good sign.
It isn't. It is. It worked. I just turned it off though. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, good. Charger is working. There.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So we need refrigerator. Refrigerator. Ice maker was already on. Oops. 110 is now on.
Charging bulb.
Yay!
Success.
Woohoo! Yes.
We conquered it.